I think I'll just start counting, and then you tell me.
Cool.
Chat.
Okay, so now I'm seeing it says, okay, going to live stream. Got it.
Yep.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Can you still
Okay.
hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, we're live.
We're live. Woo!
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 Also, woo!
Right now, if I can get the NFL app to cooperate, because the NFL app is a piece of garbage. That's Tampa Bay. Nobody wants to watch Tampa Bay.
What do you mean Bruce is not in this meeting?
I'm right here.
There's the YouTube.
To everyone. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're first quarter. Still 0-0. The Seattle Seahawks started their starters. I guess we could record this here as well if we want to turn this into an episode.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Let people know, hey, preseason to, preview of the preseason.
Yep. All right. Let's find out if. So, can you still hear me?
Yep.
I can still hear you. All right.
All right.
Welcome back to another live episode of Pat the Fat Man. We like to talk about movie, sports, whatever else we feel like on live episodes. We're almost always talking about sports ball.
Football.
Yeah. So for this, we are watching the Dallas Cowboys play the Seattle Seahawks in week 3 of the preseason. It is 9 p.m. Central Time because they're playing in Seattle, and it's still light in Seattle right now. Like the sun is still out. And unlike in Texas, where it's 108 degrees this afternoon, they have the dome open in Seattle because it's not 108 degrees there. It's probably not bad at all. So hopefully you guys can hear me this time. I know our previous live streams, my audio was not audible on the YouTube, and I believe it is this time. We're streaming directly through Zoom instead of going via third-party software. So hopefully this works. And Seattle just scored a field goal. Barely got it through the uprights, but they did it. And it looks like
see now the time delay. I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. We've got a injured Cowboy.
Yay, technology.
Yeah, which is funny because we're both about equidistant from Seattle.
Yeah,
but I'm watching it via CBS broadcast over antenna.
I'm doing mine from the NFL app.
Yeah, so that's the difference. Are you paying like $6.99 a month or whatever it is to watch the preseason games?
I'm getting the first week, and I'm debating because it's I got a good paycheck this week. So
okay.
And if I'm going to do it, then because I got the good paycheck, I'm going to just pay for the year. Because the year isn't awful. It's like $80.
No, I think the problem with the year is you don't get much outside of the preseason except it's like, what is it, 10 games or so?
Well, I think it's the premium the premium full year is the one that is the $80. Because if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go with the full premium, because then it's all out of market games. And the only reason I do that is that way, if there's a game on that's not, if the Browns and Dallas aren't playing at the same time, then we can do this, and we can both watch the same game.
Well, I still won't be able to watch the Browns.
Right.
I do it too.
Right.
So if we get a Patreon who wants to support me,
which honestly, I mean, it's probably still a better deal than what YouTube's got going on with Sunday Ticket, because Sunday Ticket's like what, $300-$400?
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the NFL could do it for free and they'd still make money.
Yep. Okay.
The NFL probably rivals Disney in making money at this point.
No joke on that one. All right, I'm gonna post this to the Facebook to let people know we're live.
Yeah, since we're in, well, at least right now on my end, we're in commercial break.
Oh, we are. We just came back.
Okay. Um, Browns played Thursday against Philadelphia, ended in a tie. And so I don't know. I know it's preseason. You shouldn't get all that hyped up about it, but I kind of like to see coaches kind of show, that extra oomph to it, especially since the
Mm-hmm.
Browns didn't start their starters at all in this game. In fact, Deshaun Watson played one series through 3 times for 12 yards.
Nice.
Yes, that was it. um, so
Yeah, it's always been a big question mark on who to play during the preseason because there's always a chance of injury. Everybody remembers, before Michael Vick became famous for another thing,
mhm.
bark, bark, bark. Um, he he was somewhat famous because they played him in the preseason and he broke his foot or his leg, I can't remember, and so he was out for a lot of Atlanta's season that year because of them playing him in the preseason. That's your starting quarterback, right? So that's a big deal. I'm seeing in this game the Seahawks started their offensive starters, a lot of them, and the
Mhm.
Cowboys. They're definitely not playing their starters on offense, at least. I think they're playing a couple potentials on defense. Um, so
Yeah, I'm not sure Myles Garrett took a single snap this preseason for the Browns.
right. And that's see that was the thing with the Cowboys last season. They have some amazing guys on uh, defense if they're all healthy at the same time. It's a force to be reckoned with, but they're usually not. Like there's usually at least one of them out at any given moment. Yeah, we're playing with our backup quarterback right now. Um, I keep wanting to say Jolton Schultz, and it's not. It hasn't been him for 2 years now. I don't know
I say,
why.
I
I
think the
keep going
Browns
back.
backup played. Maybe he played the Hall of Fame game and the first preseason game, but he didn't play. They only played third and fourth string guys
Yeah.
Thursday,
Oh, great
which
catch over the
was
middle.
Dorian Thompson Robinson is the third string guy. And I say third string because he's ahead of Kellen Mond, because this kid was just drafted out of, I want to say, the third or fifth round, is good. I mean, he's going to be a good backup quarterback this year. And if for whatever reason Deshaun Watson doesn't work out, this kid will be a good placement for behind him.
Yeah. It really is all about the third to fifth round guys. It seems to be
Mm-hmm.
like third to seventh round, even maybe.
Well,
Like
because
it
those guys,
makes
the expectations aren't there.
right. And it's sort of like because the expectation isn't there, they know they've got to work for it. Like the only way they're going to make a break and get on the team and get playtime is if they really, really work for it. Whereas the
Well, it's
first round
amazing
draft pick
because
guys are like
well, it's
potential
amazing because
flash
this
in the
kid
pan.
throws with confidence. He throws without fear, which is tremendous for a rookie. He throws these
Ding.
balls. You're like, whoa, I don't know. And then it
First
works.
down.
You're
Right up
like,
the middle.
well,
First down.
damn. Well, that was genius. Of course, that's football. Success is genius, and failure, you're an idiot. But
Right. That's like, economic forecasting.
so, um, yeah, I've actually been, and then Kellermond, he was pretty good Thursday. Um, he wasn't great the week before. Um, excuse me.
Your excuse this time.
This time.
Ha, nice way to get 4 yards out of that. That's great.
That's what
You
she
watch,
said.
he gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Nice. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage and he manages to kind of just fold himself over several defenders.
I just saw the first down run. Is what I just saw.
Are you kidding me? You're like 10 seconds of playtime behind me. Wow. Okay, so that's a problem we'll have to figure out if we try to live stream a real game. Although when we do the Ahsoka live stream next Wednesday, we'll be able to just sync up using Disney's Team Watch or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
really
they sync it
looking forward
up,
to
so
that.
you both see it. Everybody sees it at the same time.
Just imagine people, hurry up, Bruce, hurry up.
Yep. Cooper Rush. That's the name of the backup quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah, we're paying him like $2 million, which seems to be the way things are going for backup quarterbacks.
It's not terrible.
I mean, it's better than Dalton Schultz. Like, you remember that year, 3 years ago, when what's his name? Why is my brain going Tony Romo?
Who did he play for?
So Dalton Schultz was the backup quarterback for Dak Prescott. When Dak Prescott like broke his leg, it like twisted backwards. And
okay, yeah.
And so he's out for the whole season. So Schultz was getting paid less than $1 billion. Like
less than $1 million. You said million, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said billion for some reason. Like,
no. Well, yeah. No, he was getting paid, in the hundreds of thousands kind of range, but he negotiated his contract such that, if they win, into the playoffs, then he gets so much more money. And if they go to the Super Bowl, he gets like so much. But his contract was so far below the $2 million that Cooper Rush is getting now. I think because in the past 3 years, we've seen how important even the 2 to 3 games your backup quarterback is likely to play in a year are. Like, because Rush came in for 4 games at the beginning of the Dallas season, and we were coming out of that. We were 4-1. I mean, that's how important he was.
Well, so I think with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, they definitely focused on the behind the scenes guys, the guys that aren't on the your first string, your starters, your all-star guys, because like even the practice squad guys got a huge bump in pay.
Yeah.
And he said that was important because
I hate the Seattle Seahawks coach. I don't really care so much about the Seahawks other than them trying to steal the whole 12th man from A&M. Other than that, I hate their coach.
What's
He's
his
just
name?
this old grumpy man who's just I can't remember.
Well, okay. And so that is, and I think he is definitely a big part of the reason why Seattle's in the situation it's in, and Russell Wilson's in the situation he's in, because for whatever reason, this guy, thought that he goes, well, you're not the reason why you're great. I'm the reason why you're great. So if you don't like what we're offering, you can go somewhere else. And Russell Wilson's like, fine. And I don't think it worked out for anybody so far.
Nobody's happy with this.
I don't think so.
We did our thing, and now we're all sad. All of us.
But and the difference there is at least it's a new season for Russell Wilson, so you can redeem himself. Whereas like, this guy, you gotta go, well, you really gotta put somebody worth putting in. So let's see how you do, because you said that you were the reason why Seattle was great. Well, here's your chance.
Yeah. Okay. They ruled in the coach's favor, and now we're at 4th down. Oh,
well, it did look like it touched the ground.
It did touch the ground. It did. It's whether or not it's complete is the question. Because you can have the possession of the ball before it touches the ground, and it still counts as possession. But if it touches while you're making the possession, then you've got a problem.
Well, see,
and it was close. It was. That's why you put your hands
under.
Yeah, like that. That was a good catch. I know you're not going to see it for like 20 minutes, but Brooks made a solid catch there. This is terrible. I can't believe it's that far unsynced.
They're still getting to the line of scrimmage.
Wow. Oh man. I can't remember that far back, to be honest.
And then
It'd be tough to do a play-by-play.
see, now they're getting set at the line.
Yeah. You know what we should do is we should pick a baseball game on a streaming service or something we can both watch from the same service at the same time.
Mhm.
And we should do baseball style play-by-play. Just cuz. I want to say the Reds are playing the Rangers pretty soon here.
I'm going to the Guardians versus the Rangers on the 16th. Got us good tickets for the girlfriend and I for our anniversary. The club seats, which came with food and drink, so that'll be a good time. Plus fireworks at the end of the game.
That'll be good.
Mhm.
It's funny because that's the deal breaker for my children. Are there going to be fireworks? Maybe. We don't want to go.
Okay, so
I remember being afraid of a lot of things as a child, and fireworks was not one of them. Always love fireworks.
So how do they do fireworks in that ballpark?
Well, so when they get the score run,
It's just a little quick one shots.
Yeah, it's just these two like little sparkler, or not sparklers, but small cannon fires that go out of towards about halfway up. Actually, I think they shoot them out of the jumbotron, if I remember right. Like the bottom of the jumbotron has a cannon they fire off, a couple of fireworks. It's not much.
Is a dome stadium, so
yeah, I assume they open up the dome to shoot the fireworks off because
for like an actual fireworks show,
right? Which they do on like Fridays and Sundays, I think.
That's what the Guards do.
Yeah, I think that's most baseball, even minor league Fridays and Sundays tend to be the what do you call it?
Fireworks
nights,
family nights.
Yeah,
because most of the time for the Guardians, Fridays, dollar dog and fireworks plus some sort of giveaway, which they do some nice giveaways. Honestly, when we went last year, we got T-shirts that were kind of like jerseys, for like downgraded jerseys, but still a nice jersey. Yeah. And then this year when we went, we got these bucket hats, reversible bucket hats that were really nice. So they give out some good stuff at baseball games right now.
Jalen Brooks from South Carolina. He's the guy who made the last completion. I wonder if he was part of that game they played against was it Tennessee or was
break?
Oh my gosh, you were so far behind. Do you remember that? I don't think you watched it last year, but I talked about it. The South Carolina game where they literally ran out of fireworks because they shoot fireworks off whenever the South Carolina scores. Oh. They literally ran out. It was like 70 something to 30 or 40.
I mean, who?
It was somebody good. It was like Clemson or Tennessee or something. It was a big game. Like it was South Carolina. It's funny. They didn't do very, very well in the first half of the season, but they kind of dominated the second half. And they killed a lot of people's playoff potential. Let's put it that way.
See, that was the big issue with like a 4-person playoff system, a 14 playoff system. You're like, some piddly dink little team, can ruin you.
Yep, exactly. Brooks should have caught that. I mean, granted, it was behind him, but he still should have caught that. Like that. He should have caught that, which he did. Well, that wasn't Brooks, but either way. I think that was Turpin.
Oh, yeah, he definitely should have caught that one.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it was a little behind him. I get that. But like
he had two hands on it.
Right. And he's standing there in the middle. He's in the middle of no man's land. There's nobody on him. Should have had that.
Well, so that's what I liked about this week with the backup quarterbacks. They actually threw downfield. It was nice to see the long ball for a change.
Oh, yeah. Instead of just the run game over and over and over again. I'm like,
run game or a screen pass or,
yep.
Let
the quarterback
5 to
air the
yards.
ball out a couple times.
Right.
See what it can do.
Well, okay, so that's the thing. I don't know if that's so much a play call or just the quarterback going, no, I don't like that,
Yeah.
And that's a trust issue, I think, with the wide receiver. But
Right. Well, I mean, you have to have that relationship where you trust the receiver to run his route. You trust him. You trust that the receiver heard your call in the huddle, that he's gonna run the correct route. He's gonna be there when the ball's supposed to get there, especially when you're talking about long ball plays, because he's gonna throw that ball a long time before that receiver is anywhere near where it's coming down. All right, Dallas. See if we can actually get this in the end zone here.
yeah, that was my takeaway from this week's game, because you talked about getting a touchdown. The Browns still had a hard time in the red zone. They got into the red zone like almost every time they had the ball and only walked away with 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. And to me, when you got your third and fourth string guys acting like your first 2 strings, that to me says it's play calling and coaching.
Yeah.
Because if it's consistently across the team that you're having a hard time getting touchdowns in the red zone, then it's play calling and coaching.
Well, I don't know. The red zone's always been, we talked about this before, but playing defense or doing defense is tough. It just is, and doing defensive schemes is difficult. But once you get to the red zone, things get suddenly a lot easier. Like it suddenly becomes more the defensive ball game, because there's only so far the offense can go with the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you not getting your guys to be able to especially if you're making consistent, like if you get down there at a good pace, if you're running over the other side's defense and all of a sudden the last 20 yards you can't get, I know it may be easier, but you gotta find ways.
Did you see it yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm watching the first replay now. Okay, now I'm watching the second replay.
They're just coming out of the huddle on the 5.
Are you kidding me?
On the 6. It was on the 6.
Okay, we've replayed it twice already.
Second and goal. Okay.
You saw the touchdown finally?
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, I've already watched them kick the extra point, and we're just about to go to commercial break. They made the extra point, which was not a guarantee with the
then let me see. So this is on CBS, right? Where you were at?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that means I can get it on Paramount.
I don't know.
I wonder if it's any better on Paramount. Let's see what's on the live. CBS Los Angeles. Okay, UEFA on Paramount.
Oh yeah.
Just let you people at home kind of just figure out what happened there.
I let my seat go backwards. That's what happened.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
I have no idea what you could be referring to, sir.
Uh-huh.
No idea.
It's best for everybody that that's the case.
I believe that's correct.
Nope. You are useless once again, Paramount Plus.
I'm saying Paramount Plus is useless.
Just a little.
But why?
Well, there's a sports tab. Because I'm having a hard time finding sports on here.
Sports ball.
Sports ball. Well, let's see if I go back in the other app if I can catch up.
What kicker did we end up with?
Somebody better than ours.
Yeah. Well, so Maher, I guess, was bad enough at the playoffs that they fired him. But the guy, our first string coming into the preseason was not very good either. So I'm not sure if we're with him or if we went to our second guy or what.
What happened to the kickers? I mean, damn.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting / eye-opening watching the USFL games because of how bad the kicking was. And I'm like, is it actually really hard? It
didn't
that
seem
what's
like that in
going
the
on?
late 90s.
Right, I know, right? Like, did kicking get suddenly really hard or something? I don't know. Okay, QB Drew Lock out of Missouri. Oh, poor Missouri.
Missouri.
I hope this isn't like last year's Missouri QB, because why did you draft him? Like, all right, tackle for loss. So let's see. This is potentially the first string or second string of the Seahawks versus the Cowboys' second and third string or fourth string. And they are not looking very good against the Cowboys. Marquise Bell tied for most tackles in NFL preseason this year. Nice. I guess Miami really beat up on Houston earlier today, which not shocking. I think Houston is just going to continue to be terrible forever.
Did that Ohio State quarterback just get walloped?
I don't know. I don't know who played. I caught the score a couple times on the XFM, but I spent most of the day driving around looking for furniture.
Furniture.
Yep.
Yes, it is. I mean, come on, you just gotta be real.
All right. So right now it says 3rd and 6, Seattle.
Okay, so
And they were on their 29-yard line.
right now it's 1st and 10. I can't tell whose ball it is. Think it's Seattle's? No. I don't know. Yeah. 1st and 10, Seattle. On the 44. Still there?
Yep.
Okay.
I just saw a flag for, I guess it was unsportsmanlike conduct or something.
Yeah, that's what gets the Seahawks to first down.
What did the guy do? I didn't even really see it.
Right, I didn't either. It's number 30. I know who did it. I just don't know what he did.
I mean, whatever it wasn't much. I will say they talked a lot about the officiating.
Oh, dadgummit.
Okay, 1st and 10, they got 8 yards.
Yep.
Yeah, the officiating was awful on Thursday. I mean, just awful.
I guess it's also the preseason for the refs too, right? This is probably
It
the best
is,
time
but
to try out the new
damn.
guys. And
I mean, that means fans are going to be really on these refs this year, though,
Yeah.
being this bad.
Yep. That's Seattle. They just got a touchdown. He didn't walk it in, but he didn't have a lot of.
It was a damn good throw, though.
It was. It was a good throw. It was a good catch. He flat out beat the. He beat the defender.
I mean, at least I'm looking at the play before the touchdown because
Yeah.
it was the long throw. But yeah,
No, and I'll give the defender some credit. He kept on him. He managed to down him before he got in the end zone, but still, he just got beat to the ball. Well, that was a quick turnaround. We were 7-3, and now we're going to be. Well, we'll see if he makes this extra point, and it's good. So, yep, 10-7 now. Seattle over Dallas.
I will say that. I don't know if it was the second. I think they said it was the second time this preseason. The Browns defense on their second play of the game on Thursday, forced a safety.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Are they, I guess, tackle the quarterback or
Yeah.
they get the running back?
No, it was the quarterback.
Just didn't know to throw the ball. Get it out of there. Don't take the safety. There's a bed that has cooling and heating elements in it. That sounds pretty amazing.
Oh, the commercial?
Yeah, Sleep Number.
Mm-hmm.
Active cooling and warming. Maybe there's a chance I would wake up not in a bath of my own sweat.
Right. Oh my God. Girlfriend's got like 3 blankets on her side, plus a heater that she uses in the summertime.
Wow. That's crazy.
I have one comforter that if I put on all night, if it's on me all night, yeah, exactly, a pool of sweat. Yeah. It's just unbearable.
Occasionally I like a second, or a real blanket around like my legs or my knees, or my feet. But for the most part,
I use my comforter as almost like a body pillow just to wrap my arms around.
Yeah, no, I sleep with like 5 pillows now. Got my, what is that pillow called? My Pillow. Whatever you think of the guy's like political stuff, like My Pillow is amazing. Like, and then I have a little thin pillow underneath that because the My Pillow is just not enough. I don't know. There's too much of a neck sag. And then I have a long pillow that I sleep with between my legs. And then I have another pillow that I hug.
See, I can't. Yeah, I was going to say, because you can't find one body pillow that's long enough. Not even for me. And I'm a normal sized human being. That's the right length.
Correct. It's always too long or too short.
And it doesn't bend correctly. And so, yeah, like you said, you end up with 5 pillows.
Yep. I wouldn't need the hug pillow, except that while I do enjoy cuddling with my wife, eventually I get hot. and I also want to roll over, and I don't think my wife would appreciate me rolling her over. Yeah, exactly. That would not. As funny of a skit as that would make. That'd be fun. No? Okay.
Oh, tomorrow morning we're going to IHOP.
Okay.
Because it's like their anniversary or whatever. So all you can eat pancakes, folks.
All you can eat pancakes at IHOP tomorrow, huh?
Oh, it's not just tomorrow. I think it's just they do it every year, and I think this is the time of year they're doing it. But it's also like some sort of anniversary or something they got going on. So
the truth of it is, though, At this point in my life, I don't want more than like 3.
I'd like to have the option.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to sit there and go, you know what? I'll have one more.
Oh, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Good run. Solid run. I don't know who that was. Who was that?
Right now, all I'm seeing is the camera on some guy named Bobo.
Davis. That was Davis. It was an excellent run by Davis. Found the hole, got out of the secondary, got bottled up in this. Well, got bottled up by the back secondary folks. I don't know what to call them. I don't know how to differentiate like the forward secondary and the back secondary.
Uh-huh.
Like there's 2 guys up front, and there's 2 guys in the back. There's
Oh, okay, yeah, there he goes. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, it's a solid run. Okay, so
Almost
now they
20
got
yards.
Greer in. I haven't seen Greer play. So he's our 3rd string quarterback. I wonder if they're splitting this between Cooper and him, like having the drives basically split. There's Cooper on the sideline with his hat on. I haven't seen Prescott yet on the side.
Oh, that was a good catch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, way over his head. I mean, not way over his head, but over his head. Managed to make sure he was in first down territory when he went down. Ooh, he got bottled up. Where are you going? Nowhere. That's where you're going.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. So still shooting for 8 o'clock my time on Wednesday for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna set my alarm for 3 a.m.
You're actually gonna do it.
I think
Get
I
up
am.
at 3 a.m. to watch it.
I think I am. I think that there's a part of my brain that won't allow me to wake up and not go straight to social media. And I'm so afraid of just getting spoiled. So
Yeah. Was he out of bounds? Was he in bounds? I couldn't tell.
this whole stadium was out of bounds.
Yeah. Yep. I guess they're ruling it out of bounds. So 4th and 10 now. Well, Greer, you made a couple good plays.
I don't know what that fan was doing with his hands, but it didn't look right.
How can a fan have hands? I know fans have arms, but hands.
Way to talk like my girlfriend.
I feel like that's a bad thing. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't want to be mean.
It's tedious.
It's tedious. Nice. I wish there were like late night pizza places.
They were good.
Even, yeah, okay. But like, back in College Station, I could call like Gumby's and they'd be open till like
Gumby's.
midnight or whatever.
Oh, the place downtown, was it Antonio's?
Yeah.
That had like ridiculous topping pizzas that were perfect when you were drunk at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Still remember the steak and blue cheese. That thing was amazing.
Now that I live in a town that's not a college town and everything shuts down at like 9.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, I have like 4 options: Whataburger and Taco Bell and Jack in the Box, and I'm sure there's another.
Nice.
Yeah, but when you want pizza, none of those sound nice.
Well.
That's the problem.
That's because you don't know what life is like without Whataburger.
Yeah, I do. I lived in Florida for 13 years. They didn't have Whataburger at that time, just like you. We lived that together, Bruce. We
You're
were
not,
there at the same time.
you don't understand.
Now, the difference between me and you is that while you came to Texas and then left, you went to places that didn't have Whataburger. Whereas when I left Texas, I went to places that did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying you've made bad life decisions.
You know what?
Look, I'm not, I'm not trying to throw shade on you or anything, but every choice you've ever made is wrong.
That's it.
Podcast over.
Game over, man.
Game over. All right. Here. I just saw CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. I've seen some of our starters hanging out on the sidelines wearing their jerseys. That's a very interesting formation.
It that makes me. I mean, I guess it's like we're all gonna do this as a team kind of thing, but it's like, why even bother wearing your jerseys and whatnot? Because you're not gonna get played. Like even if the third and fourth string guys got decimated, you put in practice squad guys before you let the first guys start.
Yeah, I wonder, because for regular season games, they're only allowed to have so many guys, quote unquote, on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or on the field, suited out and ready to go, and who are basically eligible to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that's true for preseason games too.
I wonder. So
Make
if you heard
the tackle. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, have you heard the new rule for quarterbacks this year? Like
No.
as far as roster.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so you have your quarterback and you have a backup. Then you have a third one on the roster, but he's considered an emergency quarterback, meaning he cannot be part of your starting roster, but he can be on the sideline in case of emergency. Like you can only use him if literally your other two quarterbacks are hurt.
Okay. Interesting.
Like commentators have made the joke of they'd have to put him in a glass box and let him out with a hammer. Like that's the kind of that's the scenario for the third quarterback.
Yeah. Wow, that tight end got way open.
That's what
At
he
least
said.
I feel like he's a tight end.
That's what she said.
Yeah, okay, keep going. Keep making those jokes.
Can do. Because I am hilarious.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, come on. That wasn't a flag. There was no pass interference there. Come on, ref. Watch the game. Watch the game, ref. Come on, watch the game. Oh, sorry, that was roughing the passer. Show a replay on that one, please. No, not going to show it. Oh, here we go. Okay, I guess. I don't know.
Remember, the number one person they're going to protect on the field is the quarterback.
Yep. It's the problem is the guy who was making the tackle couldn't see that he'd thrown the ball because he was on the ground. Like he had been pushed to the ground by the
oh shoot, I missed it when it was happening live for me.
Right.
Because the camera really wasn't on him.
No, it wasn't. It was on the ball.
Let's take a look. See.
Yeah, see if that was actually
Yeah, it was just like
just enough,
like a full second too late.
Yep. Yep, got him out before he got the touchdown, but it's looking like Seattle is going to score here. Tight end's wide open.
Yeah.
That was a good chump block by the wide receiver. It's a good basketball block. I wasn't blocking out. I was just standing here.
It was funny you were talking about. Was it your kicker that you had questions about?
Yep.
Browns have a question on their kicker, but because like Thursday's game, he got 2 for 4, I think it
Oh
was.
wow. So 50%.
Right. And he'd had issues all preseason too. And I guess the coach had to come out and say, no, this guy's our kicker. And after what you were saying, it's like, yeah, because the part that he left out was because we don't know who else to get.
Yeah. You got no place else to go.
Like, because there are no better options. So we're gonna hope this kid gets it together. And I guess the part that's infuriating about that is knowing that games can be decided by a kicker.
Oh yeah.
A guy who's probably not making who's probably like 10th on the list of best paid players, probably not even 10th, probably lower than that.
I would
Best
imagine not 10th. But
which
yeah.
isn't that the crazy part too?
Yeah, I mean, there's some games where like the entire offense's job is to get the kicker in range. like there are those games. Like I mean, the NFL was called the National Field Goal League for quite a while there because that's all that was going on. There was nobody actually scoring touchdowns. Well, I wonder if Dallas can manage to go down the field and score in 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
That's why it's called a 2-minute drill.
Yeah, it's true. They got all three timeouts. I think Greer's going to go back in on this one. So back to our third string guy. I guess our emergency guy. Break glass in case of emergency. Why did he have his hat in front of his face? What was that about? Oh, fielding the ball.
That's the other part too. Like you think preseason is the time of year where you do crazy things like fake punts, fake kicks.
Yeah, just try as many crazy things as you possibly can.
Right. Because what's the worst that's going to happen? It doesn't count.
Right. Yep, it's not like college ball, which is a beauty pageant. It's really just, how many wins do you have?
Yeah.
Do you have more than the other people in your division? Then you're going to the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Did you keep winning? Then you're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Browns have a rough start to their season.
Yeah.
In the first 4 games, they play all 3 of their division opponents.
No.
It's Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. There's another team, and then it goes Ravens, and then they get the bye.
It's funny. It wasn't so long ago where you would say like Cincinnati and like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. But nowadays.
Well, so the only thing that gives me hope on that game is right now there's no word on when Joe Burrow is going to start.
Oh, really?
He got hurt in practice a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't realize he was injured. That does change things.
And from what I understand, he did not walk off the field.
Ooh. That'd be bad.
So just look it up and seeing what the latest is. So it was a calf injury.
Hmm. 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 Similar noises. Similar noises.
So the coach said on July 27th, several weeks for Joe Burrow to be out. But they have
See?
not said definitively that he's going to start week 1.
Yeah, like I said, backup quarterbacks, they just seem to be so much more important these days than they were just a short time ago.
Well, my thing is if they expect him to start week 1, I figured they would have actually come out and said it. Because I think if you're like say the Browns, you're planning on him playing regardless.
Yeah.
Because you can plan for the backup easily enough, but I think you anticipate Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, you always plan for the worst, right?
Right. So my thing is by them not saying he's going to start tells me that he's going to be out probably longer than they expect. But that's just me. Let's see. Rangers still on top of their division?
I don't know. We took so the first baseball game that the guys of the plant went to that we lost was Wednesday. We lost the Angels, 2-0. Kind of a boring game, to be honest. I think 5 total runs, or not runs, 5 total hits.
Ohtani didn't do anything?
Yeah, like it was very much a pitcher's ball game. And so kind of it's 2 hours, like almost on the dot.
Oh wow, that's a fast game.
Yeah. It was very much like if you got up to go to the bathroom or to grab a drink or anything, and we're talking like the all you can eat area, so no lines for concessions. Like by the time you made it back, you missed an inning at least. So
yours, did they close up on the 7th inning?
They closed up the all you can eat areas on the 7th inning, although the drink getting your soda was an open kind of a thing.
Oh,
so
it was
that
like
was
a
still up.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the concessions closed, I think, after the 8th. Because we went and got a pretzel at the 8th inning. That was not part of the all you can eat. I had to pay $8 for that, which my daughter only ate, 2/3 of, and I was too stuffed.
Honestly,
hot dog and
$8
hamburger.
isn't terrible. Honestly, $8 isn't terrible.
No, I mean, I guess.
I mean, for stadium food. I mean, you're going to pay a premium.
Food. Yep.
But
yeah, that was way short. Why are you even measuring that? That's a whole yard short. What is wrong with you? Why even measure that? What's the purpose of that? Bringing up the measure stick, and it goes a whole yard past the ball. I mean, you can't eyeball that.
Oh, I see them trying it now.
Yeah, just watch the chain. Like it's comical.
Like almost a full football.
Yeah. No, not a whole yard. Literally, I'm not joking. It's a whole yard.
You can't have those. Yes, I know. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, why did you measure that?
God. Like, who asked and why would you indulge them?
Right, exactly. Like, why even ask? You're literally a whole yard, but it's not like it's inches or anything.
Like, okay, I have to ask, like, as a ref, wouldn't if they ask you, hey, could you measure that? Go, no, I'm not measuring that. That's ridiculous. It's nowhere close to it. Like, you'd think as a ref, you'd have that power to go, no.
Or maybe as a ref, you're just like, sure, Jag, we'll measure it.
Well, because that could be a tactic. Like, as a person who watches football or not baseball, I guess I'm watching football. We both are, but baseball, coaches all the time find ways to try to stretch, games out and let
Oh
the,
yeah,
pitcher, catch his breath and whatnot. Like maybe that's what the coaches was doing here, but I mean, it's preseason. Stop
yeah.
it. Oh boy,
What
he
was
is a
the?
cranky old man, isn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. Ugh. There's the flag. What's the flag for?
He is a game manager. I tell you what, when he retires, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go get a job at Walmart. And his job, he's gonna tell them what his job is. You're gonna hire me for this job. And that job is to walk around and make sure other employees are doing their jobs by nagging them. And he's gonna use those exact words. I'm gonna nag to make sure these employees are doing their jobs.
Yep.
I will be there when something isn't on the shelf correctly.
That is what that guy looks like. And see, so you can see why I hate him so much. Because he just looks like that guy.
Hate that Bob Barker.
Oh, see, we kept our defensive coordinator another year. That's good. Because I think he got head coach offers
What are you doing?
elsewhere.
Come here.
So we got a minute and 18 left in the second quarter. Seattle again has the ball way down the field. Plenty of room for them to go. Dallas unable to stop really either the run or the pass in any kind of reliable manner, especially not the pass. Ugh.
Come here, Archie. You want to be an internet star? Oh.
Really, we got all of the hits and bandwidth on our show when the dog showed up in the podcast. So now, no matter what we talk about, we both hold our dogs.
No one's really paying attention, but they love seeing the dog.
Yeah.
Holy crap, they are backed up, aren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. It was half the distance to the goal for holding.
It seems excessive.
It does.
Half the distance.
Half the distance for goal for holding on a punt return.
Yeah.
It does seem excessive. We got another flag. I wonder if that was holding. Because I didn't see anything else. Yep. That looked like a holding.
A lot of those penalties seem excessive, like especially offensive pass interference.
Yes.
Or not offensive, defensive pass interference, but pass interference. Because it's, from the spot of the foul. You're like,
right,
really?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just throw it? Yeah, why wouldn't you just throw it 50 yards down the field every time and just, tell your wide receiver, make it look good?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. Like, that is a strategy. Like, you got wide receivers and quarterbacks who are like in sync and been playing for a couple of years together. They do that stuff. Like, you can watch the play and be like, yeah, I know what happened there. I've seen Prescott and CeeDee Lamb do that before.
Well, what incentive is there to not do that when you're like, yeah, I could really use, it's 3rd and 20 and,
yeah,
I could pick up 50 yards this way.
Right. It's 3rd and 20, the quarterback and the wide receiver are in sync and the defensive player on the wide receiver has been handsy the whole game. We're going to get this. Like, don't worry. You just throw that ball a little short and we'll get this.
Because before it was like, what, 15 yards?
Yeah, it used to be, I think, just a standard 15. And it's interesting because it really changed how the offensive passing game worked because and how like, because it really depends on how much the refs decide to let defenders, quote unquote, get handsy or let there be contact, because depending on how much they let the contact happen over the course of the game or how much they don't, it could swing the game hardcore in favor or out of favor for that quarterback, depending on that quarterback's play style.
Right.
We have false start there. Is it a timeout? Oh, wait. Review. Yeah, I didn't think he got the first down on that. I'm pretty sure they stopped him before he got the first down.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, his elbow's down.
I'll be your
his hip
replay
is
review.
down. That's before the first down marker. We're in the review booth now, reviewing the play. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back.
Oh yeah. And so a few weeks ago when I went to the baseball game with Bob, he got us this hotel in downtown Cleveland. It was the Westin. What was cool was we were, what was it, the 14th or 17th floor, 14th floor. And he got two rooms, one for him, one for me and Casey. And Casey's in ours room we could look out the window and look right at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then he was like 2 doors down. And from his, he could look over to the left and see the Brown Stadium.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The only downside is this was a downtown hotel, and there were like no restaurants near it.
Yeah, that strikes me as dumb.
Like there were no bars or restaurants within a block of it.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That was.
And the one bar closed at like 11 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's terrible. Hit replay. Watched the first 2 episodes of the new season of Futurama last night.
So we've been keeping up with it. Some good ones. And then this week's was not very good.
No.
That or What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we've watched 2 episodes of both of those.
Yeah, there were some good episodes. Like even Casey was really excited to start watching that this week. So
yeah.
So wait, is this a second different review that I'm watching right now, or
I don't know what's going on now. They've got I'm watching one ref who I think is a line judge. I don't know why they're focused on her. Oh, okay, there it is. See, this is a reason to bring the chains out.
see the guy coming out and making a decision. I don't know what it is because I don't have the volume on.
Yeah, it looks like he makes the ball placement decision, and then they have to measure it to see whether it's So it looks like they're gonna kick it, although
with what 34 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, 34 seconds. So I imagine the Cowboys will get one playoff, and that'll be kneeling it and then going to the locker room.
I was gonna say, why wouldn't you just kneel it now? I mean, you really think the Cowboys are gonna?
I don't think it'd be enough time. Or
right?
30, is it 35 seconds or 25?
Be 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. It's 40. Yeah, you could do that. No, wait. They just put 55 seconds back on the clock, so it wouldn't be enough time, I guess. So
Oh, I was just saying the play clock is 40 seconds. So I mean,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, you could try, but I mean,
Well, you definitely
what
wouldn't
would
want
be
to
the
turn over
point?
on downs there.
Oh, because they could field goal it, but I mean,
Right.
you're up 10, so a field goal wouldn't. I mean, unless who got the ball to start the game.
I don't know. Dallas kicked it off, so
Oh,
Seattle.
okay. So Dallas would get the ball. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Ball went out of bounds. 47 seconds, no timeouts. Yeah, I don't see Dallas pulling this off, but hey, you never know. Figure we'll probably end at halftime. So I think this was a successful live stream.
Yeah. Well, hey, for once, you know. There's the kick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know. Life is rough for you, isn't it, Archie?
Legal hands to the face on the offense.
Perverts.
They don't wait, what?
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 How does that even make any sense? Doesn't. Makes no sense at all. No sense, I tell you, no sense. All right, back to 1st and 20 now. Well, I keep putting their knees down before they get to the line. Get out of bounds, guys.
But I don't want to get hit. You're playing football.
It's football. Oh, there's already one flag. I wonder if there's going to be another.
Hit out of bounds or
I couldn't see the first one, but it kind of you could make a case for pass interference. Nope, holding. 10-yard penalty, 15 seconds. So it's it's 2nd and 24.
just take the knee, guys.
Yeah. This is not the night I was planned for.
I mean, okay. And this is probably why the reason why, everyone says that they're eventually going to just do away with NFL preseason is because honestly, all 3 games that I've watched this season, they've been kind of like this, 7-17, 10-10, kind of, low scoring,
2, 1.
low adrenaline kind of affairs. So,
Yeah.
but I guess when you think about it, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it means
I
no
mean,
one's getting hurt.
right. You want to give your guys a tryout, and it's good. I don't see preseason going away. I mean, to be honest, the stands look pretty full. I mean, that's money right there. So
Yeah,
well,
but the risk of having to pay guys that are hurt.
yeah, that's true. I mean, that's always there. There's got to be a way to actually test your guys out. All right, we have hit halftime, so we're gonna call it for the evening. But thank you for joining our first live cast using the Zoom. Hopefully, you could hear both of us. Hopefully, this worked. If you joined us, we appreciate it. Remember to always check out the website, patandthefatman.com. We're on Facebook, Pat and the Fat Man. Fat Man has a Twitter handle. And if you'd like to support our podcast on Patreon, search for Pat and the Fat Man.
Maybe next
Pat.
time Pat will actually be sitting up for the podcast. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Oh, yeah. Automatic share. Automatic chair.
And
All
I'm
right,
the fat
folks.
man.
I'm Pat. He's the fat man. Stay classy.
Go Browns.
Sure. Go Browns. All right.